MarkMazuma TV back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mind. We in the building as always, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. On my way to go get it as always, man. I hope y'all doing the same. On the road to 2K. I think we need like a 11 more subscribers in order to hit that, what's that? The 1,600 mark, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to the nation. Shout out to the Mind for making that possible, man. This is a video that I really wanted to touch on last night during live, but unfortunately, Teofimo pretty much took over the entire live, man. If you want to see the man get exposed for the weirdo that he is, the clown that he is, man, go check out that live. That was a hilarious live, very entertaining nonetheless. You know what I mean? We had a lot of people in the building just tuning in, giving their opinions on that topic. However, what I wasn't able to speak on was Gervonta Davis and his situation that's going on with the PBC, you know what I mean? And this is a partial response video to 78 Sports TV, you know what I mean, about him not being happy over at the PBC. You see what I'm saying? There's been rumors going around that Gervonta Davis isn't happy with Al Heyman and PBC due to the fact that he's not getting the guarantees that he's looking for. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Davis was one of the biggest stars in boxing right now. Just came off of a huge payday against Ryan Garcia, and I guess he's trying to keep the momentum up with those type of paydays, and he isn't able to receive it right now. So you know what I mean? He's spoiled. You know what I mean? The dude's spoiled. You know what I mean? Once you're used to getting a certain type of bread, it's like you don't want to go below that pay grade, especially when you're continuously winning. You know what I'm saying? But from what I've heard with the PBC and this Amazon deal that they got going on, Amazon isn't necessarily giving them a budget. You know what I mean? This is something that I heard throughout multiple sources, that these guys aren't providing a bag for PBC and things of that nature. They're only providing the platform for them to host the events on. You know what I mean? Which is still a plus at the end of the day, because they have millions of people that's subscribed to Amazon Prime, and you know what I mean, PBC Prime in general. You see what I'm saying? I don't know the difference, but you get what I'm saying. There's hundreds of millions of people that's hooked up with Amazon. You feel what I'm saying? It's probably the biggest company that's moving right now. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a plus at the end of the day, because they got a huge platform that they could showcase boxing on. And if they're able to showcase to a wide audience, then we could get a substantial amount of people to really be tuned in with boxing, and it could broaden our fan base and all that good shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's a plus in that. But because there is no budget, they're not providing any money for the fighters to obtain. It sounds like a lot of these fights that's going to be on Prime is going to be on pay-per-view. You know what I mean? That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, okay, well, if they're not going to be able to provide any type of money for the fighters, and they just providing a network, then it sounds like there's going to be a lot of pay-per-views, and these fighters just going to have to get their money based off of what how many people they get to buy their pay-per-views. You see what I'm saying? That's where it sounds like a majority of their money going to be coming from. How many pay-per-views can you generate? And if that's the case, then there's going to be a lot of these fighters that's going to be really upset with the checks that they get, because a lot of these fighters, especially on PBC, aren't pay-per-view draws. You know what I mean? It's only a very small amount of people that could generate large pay-per-view numbers, especially at this era in boxing, considering streaming and all of that. You know what I mean? You might be able to throw Earl Spence in there. You know what I mean? He's had some cool pay-per-view buys. Gervonta Davis, he might be able to do something. You know what I mean? Then after that, it's just like everybody else is just below the pay-per-view star level. You know what I'm saying? They probably only going to bring in a few tens of thousands of pay-per-view buys, and at the end of the day, I don't even know if PBC will even break even from those situations. They probably losing money in all seriousness. You see what I'm saying? So it sounds like there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be, you know what I mean, moving on from PBC or relocating or trying to pursue different networks. And I think that's what's going on with Gervonta Davis right now. He probably feels like he's not getting the money that he's looking for, and that's why he's actually in conversations with Eddie Hearn as of right now. You see what I'm saying? That's probably why Subriel, from what I've heard, Subriel Matias has signed a 3-fight deal with Matchroom Boxing. This is probably why Deontay Wilder went over to the Saudis. You feel what I'm saying? Because and say he was going to take his career into his own hands, because they probably not giving him the money that he's looking for. You feel what I'm saying? And besides all of that, That's probably why a lot of guys on the shelf as of right now. That's probably why Keith Thurman was on the shelf for this long, because he probably is not getting the money that he's looking to obtain at this particular time. You see what I'm saying? So this is probably because when Gervonta Davis was getting paid and it was all good, he would never even give Eddie Hearn a conversation. But it seems like the tables have turned. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearn had hit him up, and he said, like, what we doing? You know what I mean? So he sounds like he's pretty interested in at least doing business with Eddie Hearn. If he's not getting the kind of gunfight, it sounds like he just sounds like he's motivated. You know what I mean? It sounds like he's open to doing things with Eddie Hearn, and that's because, you know what I mean, Eddie Hearn might have a bag that he's looking for. You feel what I'm saying? So it just sounds like Gervonta Davis in particular isn't too happy with PBC. Do you see this guy being able to do business with Eddie Hearn? Do you see him going over to Matchroom? Do you see him doing some type of partnership with Matchroom with DAZN? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm out of here, man. Peace.